Alright, welcome back to Agent in the Hot Box. I'm Dave Wilkerson with Integrity Realty. Today we're going to do something a little different. It's called Investor in the Hot Box. Today I'm with Ryan Steele.
Hi.
Hi. How do you say this nicely? Oh, we've already said some things that probably should be on YouTube. So what pisses you off about the industry, the people? What can people learn from bad experiences you've had, whether it be realtors, lenders, title companies, buyers, sellers? I'm sure there's lots of stories there that have to be somewhat kid-friendly.
You know, as an agent, your job, at least in my opinion as a client, is to educate about the process and be a project manager. Yeah. I recently just did a closing where the buyer didn't know they had to bring the down payment to closing. So I sat for 3 hours while this person went to the bank, only to find out they didn't have their ID because I don't know why they didn't have the ID. You have to bring it to closing anyway. So they had to go back to the house, get the ID, then go back to get the money, then wanted to have the contract and read line by line, and then they decided they wanted to try to renegotiate inspection report. We're well past that. I blame the realtor on that. I also blame the lender because the lender should have said, you need to bring this to closing, and they didn't. The lender was on a golf course during the closing. And it was utterly ridiculous. It took over 3 hours to do the closing. I should have left and grabbed lunch and come back. My paperwork I was done in like 8 minutes. Yeah. So that was terrible. From that was just a nightmare closing. And I got to tell you, if an offer ever came in from that realtor again, it will be rejected. I'm not going to deal with it again. They showed their hand on it. Lenders. For me, in my experience, lenders are usually the biggest reason that things are delayed or extensions are granted, and I hate extensions. There's a trickle-down effect on extensions because as an investor, I'm going to use that money to go buy another house, but as just a regular homeowner, you might be wanting to buy another house. Now you've got to extend the purchase of that one, and that seller needs to have an extension, and onward. Plus all the agents don't get paid. And a lot of times I see lenders are so busy attempting to get new business that they forget to get their existing business across the finish line, and it's kind of a problem. Or they don't want to be out of pocket and order the appraisal immediately. I just recently received an offer on one of my properties and noticed the brand new contract clearly states, it used to state, buyer authorizes lender to order appraisal immediately. Now it says buyer directs lender to order appraisal immediately. Lenders, note that means you're liable if you don't do it right away. Please do it. Let's get to the closing tables and let's make this happen. You know, people's lives depend upon it. You know, where their kids go to school depend on where they live, and if you hold it up, you impact a lot of people. So that's kind of a nitpick thing that bothers me. And then the other thing is if someone comes to me and they're like want me to list their homes, I look at their listing. If they want to list my houses, I look at some of their listings. Hire a professional photographer. Do not use your cell phone, and whatever you do, if you are using a cell phone, make sure you're not in the mirror, or lower the toilet seats. At least I don't need to see what's in the toilet. Please.
My favorite is the fingerprint that's on the upper corner.
Oh, the finger's
lens.
in the way.
Yeah. Or you can see that they never even got out of their car because you can see the window frame.
The mirror, the rearview mirror.
Like,
they just, outside photo, and they just take it. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, the thing is look, I'm not a licensed agent, but I've been in the industry far more than most licensed agents have been, and I've seen it all. Take the advice, please. Please.
Photographers are worth the money they cost.
They're not that expensive.
No, it's not expensive. And this kind of goes out to potential sellers out there as far as national statistics show that, like, was it 67% of people hire the first agent that they talk to? Because most humans are not in HR. They're not comfortable asking questions. They're just uncomfortable with it. Do your due diligence. Just because they're an agent doesn't mean they're going to do the best job for you. So that's why it's very important to have questions ready for when you're starting to talk to those agents.
Yeah, be part of that 33%.
Yeah.
See that math I did?
That's funny math. You must be an investor. Do math in your head. Huh?
It's all about the numbers, baby.
Wow. So 2
all about
plus
the
2
numbers.
doesn't equal 3. I saw a meme about that. Anyway.
Believe everything you see on Facebook, please.
Yes, I'm a Swedish model. I guess, is there anything that we... Woo, I'm shiny. They call me Shiny Dome.
I forgot we're sweating in here.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Hey, I have a question. Can I flip the script?
Uh-oh.
Can I flip the script? Do women find you, the bald sexy? Because, I'm losing it, so should I shave?
You should.
Really?
Yeah.
Think so?
You should, absolutely.
Did you ever have any issue with, going, sunburn and flaking and peeling?
I will tell. I'm gonna start this off by, this is a choice. This is not bald. I'm a shaved head. There's a difference. And yes, don't go to an air show while you're looking up all day and not wear sunscreen, and then try to shave your head the next day. You will hear a grown man scream and cry. Oh, that'll go on video.
Here's a little tidbit. Yeah. If you ever go to the Dead Sea, don't shave that day.
Salty. Yes,
the salt will get in those open pores and burn the crap.
Oh, it's like working out the day.
I was told that, but a guy next to me jumped in and he was screaming bloody murder. You don't realize how salty that place is.
Or if you work out,
it's the lowest place on earth.
Yeah, if you work out right away, the salt from your sweat really hurts. Things you didn't want to know in a real estate video. Sorry.
Okay, that's why we're in the hot box.
Yeah, we're having fun, keeping it real. So, anyway, leave a post, comment. If you got any more questions, we'd love to reach out to you. Have you reach out to us. I'm Dave Wilkerson with Integrity Realty.
Next time I'm doing it in a towel.
Fantastic. That's good information. Have a great one.